Okay, guys, so for Vlogmas, I also want to talk to you guys about camera presence. I also got a comment recently about camera presence, and if anybody has been with me long enough on this journey, you will know that one of the things that I had a very hard time doing was looking into the camera. I actually used to spend a good deal of time looking over here, and then I would go like this throughout the video. And I really had to teach myself to stop doing that. And it was very hard. I just literally, the past few videos, have gotten into the habit of talking to the lens. And I'm going to share with you a couple of quick tips and tricks of how I got to this point in my journey, because I'm excited to share. I'm excited that somebody even asked, because I'm excited that the difference is shown on camera. So here's my tips. When you have a conversation with a friend, family member, etc., I think where I struggled at is I already don't make contact in my personal life. I was taught that looking people straight in the eye and blah, blah, blah was being honest, and, you know, people will believe you more. And I just think that's a bunch of phooey still, because looking into people's eyes can get weird sometimes. And I'm just weird like that, to where I don't want to stare in your face. But for the sake of YouTube, I do, you know, see other YouTubers and people talking to the camera. I do understand why it doesn't really feel too natural when you're looking over here, because no one's there. So I get it. So the way that I taught myself is just to pretend like my friends are right there. Like my friend, you know, I'm talking to you and we're just, me and you one-on-one, we're just kicking it and hang out. I don't tend to talk to my friends by looking them in the eye the whole time, but I am still me, if that makes sense. I will glance away every now and then when I'm thinking like this, or I'll be like, you know, so and such, and blah, blah, blah. And lately, I've also been having my notebook on my lap, and occasionally I'll look down and make sure, you know, I'm covering the bullet points that I said that I wanted to talk about in the video. And I brought that up to tell you guys that I think that's very important to me. If you can look straight into the camera for 30 minutes, 20 minutes, kudos to you. I'm sure that that is what's considered camera presence. But I did not come here to be a robot, nor be robotic. I can only be me. So you're going to get those tidbits where I look away, or I'm thinking, or I look down at my notebook, because the notebook's there. I know the notebook's there. I can edit it out, like, for you not to see it. Like, I'll edit me turn and flipping the pages. Y'all don't got to hear all that. But I show myself doing things on the camera. I think that's when I got comfortable. I think that's when I got confident, when I was like, well, you know what? I can look away. Like, what's going to happen if I look away? Somebody going to lock me up or something? Have fun. You're talking to your audience. You're talking to people that are coming here to watch you. So I had to stop overthinking it and get out of the habit of looking over there and just say, you know, I'm just having fun. I'm just chatting with the camera. For somebody who doesn't make eye contact, it can be very difficult. My tips and tricks that I recommend are going to be things that are very cliche, but they work. Some of the other things I'm going to recommend is practice. Get on the camera on days that you're not filming and talk to the camera. Just blah, 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 whatever you want to say. Just yap away. You don't have to edit it. You don't have to put it out. You don't have to do anything with it. But you go back later and you review the footage, and you look at where you need to improve or how you need to improve. That has helped me significantly. Keeping the camera eye level, that's a basic tip. Everybody does usually know that. It feels more comfortable than trying to talk like this or talk like this. Of course, that's going to make things very weird for you. Some other things is talking in the mirror to yourself. Like when I'm by myself, I'll be yapping away to myself. I just be in the mirror like, you know, and so and such, and doing this and doing that help. I'm not going to lie to you. Moving your hands a little bit more when you're sitting like this. You know, I have this sensation or urge to touch something or do something. But when I'm using my hands and I'm talking like this, I notice that it causes me to relax more. It feels more realistic to how we speak. Not sit up there like this, you know, trying to talk to the camera. Use your body language, move around. Like sometimes I'll lean back in my seat. Another really good tip is I took free improv classes here and there a couple of times over the course of the past month or two, because I was so scared and nervous about going live. Like, you know, well, how do I think on the spot? I get a lot of comments or commentary about how articulate I am and how well thought out my stuff is. And at first I was like, what is these people talking about? You know, like, but they're right. I went back and I watched the videos where I get those compliments and I'm like, well, you know what? I did do some time thinking. These have been topics or things that I've wanted to talk about for a long time. These are things I'm very passionate about or that have been on my mind. And so when I come to the camera, I come with a sense of really wanting to make sure I am giving you value, really wanting to make sure that you know that I really care about your time. I don't come to play. Janae didn't come to play with your time. And so I feel like that also gave me a little backbone, a little confidence to talk in front of the camera. If you guys been following me on my journey, like I said, it was an aha moment. Like, I'm somebody. Why am I scared and nervous and letting the people that just started their channel get up there and tell me how to do stuff that I already know how to do because I'm scared of the camera and don't want to speak with confidence. And I was like, no, I got to fix that. So I looked at ways to improve that. One of the things was to take improv classes, and improv classes was something I never thought I'd take, but they were free. And I was like, you know what? I think this will help me to, you know, move in a different way, think in a different way, use different facial expressions, etc. And putting myself out there to do that acting, that on the spot acting with those people freaked me out. Like, the first night I was like, you know what? I made all sorts of excuses why I wasn't going to show up. And then I went anyway. One of the questions that I get, that's not really a question, but it's like people will say, I don't know how to deliver my content. And I think the important thing is just to turn the camera on and deliver the content. Turn the camera on and deliver the content, and you'll start to find how you want to speak. You'll start to find what feels comfortable. You'll start to find what feels comfortable to you. You'll start to find that you become a different person on camera too. Because when I'm on camera, I'm like really like like, you know. So when I'm on camera, I'm like really excited, having fun, and I'm just like blah 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 blah. And I think that you just need to let that out of you. You know, if you're afraid of talking to the camera, I think that fear is good. Fear is telling you where you're lacking to. Fear just means do more of it. Do enough repetitions to where you don't feel afraid anymore. I think that is the other thing too. People think fear is a bad thing. Fear just means you're uncomfortable. You haven't done it enough times to feel comfortable, confident at doing it. When you do something enough, it's like nothing. It's like second nature. People just be like, yeah, you make it sound so easy. It's not. It's not easy, but you need to go through the process. You need to go through the process until it feels easy to you. That's the thing. You can't live vicariously through other people. Other people can't tell you how to feel better on camera. Other people can't tell you how to show up. It's just a thing that you'll get confident once you keep doing it. Like, I remember when I first bought the camera and I was like, okay, like, why did I get this camera? I don't really know what I'm doing for real. But I wanted to learn so bad that I was like, no, I'm going to show up. I'm going to film. I'm going to turn this camera on until I do it right. And the first few videos was eek. And they were bad. And I was like, see, I don't know what I'm doing. And I started to have this fear, like I wasted my time and my money because I could have just shot on the phone because I got this camera and I don't know what I'm doing. But I kept filming and I got past the fear through repetition. So that is how you improve your camera confidence. Show up and be confident. Even if you got to fake it for the 15 minutes that you're talking, you will improve. Don't beat yourself down. If it's not good, it's not where you want to be. Me being able to talk to the camera is one of my biggest successes thus far because I was so scared to even do this. I'm so scared of public speaking that even talking straight into the camera scared me. And most importantly, you need to prove something to yourself. And I've done that and I've been doing that. And every time I turn the camera on and I turn the camera off, I'm just like, wow, like, I'm proud of myself. YouTube studio and, you know, telling me great job, you know, you're growing your channel, blah, blah. That's cool, YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. But Janae is proud of Janae, and I want you guys to be proud of you. I also wanted to tell you guys, thank you for signing up for the small channel ebook. I wanted to tell you guys about the monetization workbook. I do want you guys to take a look at that because the monetization workbook kind of delves further into a strategy outside of just relying on YouTube AdSense. and partnerships and super chat and all those things. It shows you other ways and suggestions where you could monetize your channel. These are ways that you're going to have to put the work in. So please don't go rush over there and think that I gave you some magic recipe to something, but no. So these are things that you can do on your own as a person building your brand to monetize your channel. You don't have to, just sit around and wait for YouTube AdSense, which is not really going to be a big payout for some of us, depending on our views and, where we currently are on our status. So I want you guys to check out that monetization workbook. I hope you guys are enjoying Vlogmas so far. I hope you guys are going to jump up and take advantage of it. This is the perfect time to practice your camera presence. If you say that that's something that you really want to do, get up and do it. So I will see you guys all next time, and Janae is out. So I will see you guys all next time. I'm out.